Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Asya and I'm a 20-year-old content creator, fashion student and model based in Milan. You have been asking me since I literally started with social media 2 years ago about my daily makeup routine. A little disclaimer, my makeup routine is always changing, but this is how I've been doing it the past months. I love to go for a soft and feminine and cute makeup look. So let me show you guys step by step on how to do it. Okay, jump scare. So I'm just prepping my skin with these toner pads right here. Skin prep is extremely crucial, especially now that the weather is getting colder. I like to use toner pads to soak my skin before starting off with my makeup. Then I just apply the rest of the toner on my face. You should use sunscreen every single day of the year, even if you're not wearing makeup. I like to put it on my face directly. Whenever I rub my face with something, it turns red like this, but it's gonna it's gonna calm down. I also like to use a lip mask because my lips are usually quite dry. There is another really important step that is not directly makeup, which are lenses. I'm already wearing them, but I like to wear lenses that are enlarging and make my eyes look more dolly. Their diameter is, I think, about 14.2. I bought them off of Taobao and I will link them down below. I will link all the products I'm using down below. But if you're not able to shop or order anything on Taobao, I will link other lenses that I really like. I am using this by Dior. The foundation that I'm going to use later is a very matte foundation. Therefore, I like to use a glowy primer so I don't look too mattified. And then it will glow underneath your foundation. A lot of people ask me how I found the most suitable makeup routine for myself, and the best advice I can give you is just to experiment and watch different videos, try out new things, try out different colors, and then just incorporate those things that you like the most into one routine. But in the end, the most important thing is that you feel comfortable with yourself. Moving on to eyebrows. I hate doing my eyebrows because they always are uneven. My eyebrow hair is super thick and super dark naturally. I have decided to bleach my eyebrows just a few tones lighter, and it has made such a big difference in my makeup routine and how my face looks so much softer. If you do not want to bleach your eyebrows, I can highly recommend using lighter eyebrow products. So I'm just brushing my eyebrows in place one more time. This is how my brows are looking right now. I do have some gaps in my eyebrows, so I like to use this Essence eyebrow pencil in the color light brown. This is probably my most purchased makeup item because it runs out so fast. So all I do is just fill in any gaps in my eyebrows, just like that. So the next product I'm using is this tone up cream. I like to use this to even out my skin tone. The goal with a perfect base makeup is to work in very thin layers. And instead of putting a very thick layer of foundation and hoping it covers up all uneven parts of my face, I like to use a thin layer of this and then a thin layer of foundation on top of it. I have a skin condition called keratosis pilaris, which causes kind of like red and bumpy skin. So This helps me to just even it out and have a more one-toned face. Moving on to foundation, I am using this one right here. It's the color Alabaster. Unfortunately, this foundation does not have a pump, so I like to go in with the back of a brush, get some product on the back of my hand, and then apply it like that on my face. I'm gonna use a foundation brush like this. It is super flat. This is not to blend out your makeup, but more like to spread it evenly on your face, and as I said, create a very thin layer of product. I like to blend my foundation with a puff. For me, this is working better than a sponge. I have bought every single viral concealer on the market because I'm very insecure about my under eyes, but all of them have creased, and I hated every single high-end viral concealer, and I ended up using this one. It is not high coverage, but it definitely does not crease, or crease very minimal. I just get this much on my finger. So I warmed up the product between my fingers, and then I'm gonna like just dab it under my eye a little bit. And once it's like kind of blended, I just use a beauty blender and then go in, blend it into my face better. I also like to use the remaining product that's on the sponge on my eyelids. My skin is super thin and you can always see the veins on my eyelids, so I like to cover that up a little bit. We need to bring back some dimension into our face, and for that I'm using this contour palette, but this is one of my absolute favorite makeup products. I like to go in with the darker color first, and I use a brush that is looking like this. Then I go and dab in directly into the color, and then I go under my jaw, just right there where my natural shadow is. I do it from the inside of my face out, like that. I do not contour anything in this area because like around 2 years ago I used to do it, and not gonna lie, it sculpted my face perfectly, but it made me age like 10 years. I looked so old. It was not the look that I'm trying to go for. I am gonna contour my forehead. Next, I'm gonna use the lighter shade, and I'm gonna use again this brush to contour my nose. And I'm really bad with contouring noses. I have no idea what looks best on me, but this is how I do it. Right now, instead of going directly in there, I'm gonna use it like this on like the longer side, dab it in the product from the side, and on the side where we have the product, I'm gonna swipe like right here, contouring like that. I am pretty bad with contouring my nose. I don't know what I'm doing. If someone has advice, please help me. Since we have narrowed the nose, I also like to make the tip of my nose more pointy because I naturally have a quite droopy nose. Also, my nose is uneven. I have a bump, but only on this side. I use this contour pencil. I think this is specifically for the nose area, and I go right underneath my nose. I also like to do a line here and here. I'm going to use two blushes, one lighter one and one a little darker one, to create like a 3D effect on your face, to make your face look more dimensional. For me, it is the perfect bubblegum pink egg-shaped brush, and I'm going inside the product, and then I'm gonna use it right here. I feel like this blush placement makes it seem cuter, and then go with a slightly darker pink tone, and I use a different brush and I place it right here. So kind of under the outer corner of my eye. Now, zooming in for my eye makeup, I like to use a cool brown shade on my eyes. This is my absolute favorite eyeshadow palette. I like to use this bright pink all over my lid. This is going to create like a good base for the rest of the eyeshadow to stay on my eyes. For the next step, again, I'm using a fluffy brush and I'm going in the medium brown shade, and again, I'm just placing it all over my eyelid. There is not really a specific placement or strategy how I do it. And then I use a smaller but also fluffy brush, go in the same color and then place it under my eye, but rather focusing on the outer corner of my lower eye. I'm just gonna take another small, less fluffier brush this time, and I'm going into the deepest brown shade of this eyeshadow palette, and now instead of putting it all over my lid, I'm trying to get as close as I can to my lash line. Just like that. I'm just really just focusing here on the outer corner. I'm using this product right here. It is by Florette. This is specifically for contouring, or in this case, highlighting your tear bags. This color is very bright, so I go very thinly and then I'm gonna blend it out, but I'll show you guys. And I like to use this light shade, dab it right where I put that tear bag pencil. Now that I remember, what I also like to do with that light shade on the tip of my nose, and look how cute and bunny-like my nose is looking. I'm just mixing the medium brown and the dark brown shade of that flower nose palette. Use a thin brush like this, and then I do a little smiley face and then contour right under here. I'm using this pencil by Unleashia. I basically look up and then I do it on my upper inner corner. I don't know how to say, but I don't drag it in this corner. I like to do a under eye eyeliner. Make sure that the liner I used before and the liner that you're gonna use now are brown and not black. I just like to draw a little line right here. I'm gonna connect my inner corner to my lower lash line, like that, but only until here. The lower center of my eye. Start right where the lash is, okay? But then I'm going under. So this is gonna make your eye look bigger. So I go right under my eye and then I don't follow my lash line, I just follow underneath. Let that line out slightly. I don't know if you can tell, I've gotten lash extensions, so I'm just gonna show you what I would have done if I had no extensions. My absolute favorite mascara is the Glam & Doll by Catrice. For my lower lashes, I like to use this mascara right here. I am not doing my inner corner lashes, just the outer corner lashes. I do my eyeliner always after mascara. I don't know why, but whenever I do my eyeliner before mascara, it looks super uneven. But there is not a big magic behind how I do my liner. Just, I guess, watch and see. this is what I do for my eye makeup. So next, I'm moving on with lips. One thing that I always do is lining my lips with always the same pencil. I like to do this lip shape, like, and I line under here, but I never overline here. Just watch and see. We want to make it look plump, but in a cute way. Yeah. I'm actually just following my natural lip shape on the top. I'm using this one. This is the YSL Love Shine Candy Glaze. I like to put this on the center of my lip. Next thing, and almost the last thing I'm gonna do, is highlighting, and I like to do this matte highlighting method. Again, I'm going in with this palette and I'm using this shade right here and just brighten up the parts of my face that I want. So usually I want to brighten up like right under my eye, under my tear bags, like this, and like this. And then I like to brighten up my chin a little bit, and also between my eyebrows here, the T-zone. Yes, there are two highlighters that I really like. One is the Dior one, especially this shade right here. The other one I like is this one by Flower Nose. The packaging, I like to grab a flat brush like this, and then I highlight a little bit like that. And put a little bit on the tip of my nose, and also some on my inner corner of my eye. I absolutely love this setting spray right here. I'm gonna change my outfit now and then see you in a second. Hey, so I just dressed up. I'm wearing this off-shoulder shirt and I put on my jewelry, and I'm actually leaving for university now. I need to mention that this is just like an average makeup that I do. Some days I'm feeling very experimental and I'm using different colors, and some days I'm not even doing any makeup at all. If you're trying out my makeup, please send me a picture on Instagram, because I would love to see how my makeup looks on you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and always supporting me. And I see you guys in my next video. Bye!